Good evening. You guys can hear me, right? You can respond.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, welcome everyone. Good evening. Today we are having our first session of BuildX 2026. This is the first season of this competition. It's a 6 weeks buildathon. I hope you guys are able to, build your product. Most of you guys have already got your mentor feedback for the ideation. But today we are going to focus on this session. This session is not just an ordinary session. It will be given by a person who has been, part of many organization. He is two times CTO and founder. So let's welcome our speaker, Mr. Nivedit Jain. Sir, the mic is all yours.
Hey everyone. Yeah, first of all, thank you for removing all the note takers. I still see few of
Yes.
them. Um, the
If I
only
see
reason,
something, I will delete it.
yeah, only reason for this is I want this session to be free flowing. ये कोई आई मीन से ये कोई वन वे नहीं होना चाहिए, कोई कीर्तन नहीं है हम सुन के चले गए. Startups are not built like that. It's a way for all of us to communicate. So just feel free to talk. We, I will not bore you much. I will just um, walk through some of the bullet points which I have thought we should talk about, and all of us can talk uh, about those. I hope that is fine with the team.
Yeah, sure, sure. Anything you would like, you can share with our audience. So we are focusing on not just hobby project, but something which is going to sell into the market in this AI age. So yeah, everything you want to share, you can share freely, sir.
Yeah. Let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes, yes, it's visible. Guys, you all can see, right? Give me a thumbs up.
If you can
Yes.
see this PowerPoint. Cool. Um, as I said, no intention to bore you or anything. It's more about a two-way communication. So just let's just talk. That's the idea. This so all of the topics which you folks reach out, I specifically choose this. Let's do building AI products in 2026. So I just copied it, so it's my fault. So building AI products in 2026. So the first question, if you ask this, what comes to my mind? What's changed? What was different 2025 May to 2026? Anyone? What do you feel? क्या change हुआ 25 से 2026 में? Here I really want to keep it two-way because otherwise I can just walk through and
Guys, you can respond in the chat box as well, or you want to turn on your mic and answer. In the end, it will help you guys only, right? So feel free to join us.
if I'm all both things which you folks are saying is sort of true and was true for almost every year. What changed is in early 2026, Opus 4.8, 4.6 series launched, the whole Anthropic 4.6 series. And what it changed in the market. If you ask where are AI agents before 2026, you will not find an answer except from coding. There were no AI systems out there which are actually running on production scale, and no one has a confidence to build. But after 4.6 series launch, that specific thing has changed in the market. Now, agents are way mature. They are taking actions. They are doing a lot more because of the capabilities unlocked from the first week of February of 2026. That was a fundamental that is a fundamental change in AI industry which is happening as we speak. Uh, to think about it, till 2025, if you have seen any agent, it was more of like workflow, like uh, IVR, if you don't know. So um, it was like a series of steps essentially, and with few LLM calls somewhere to make a decision. That was 2025. 2026, model is the control center. Model is taking all decisions on its own. There is no workflow. That was the fundamental thing which changed in 2026 start. With that, one more thing changed. Because model is so good, people are building everything on their own. So the value of software is changing. Earlier, people used to buy software. Now, almost no one is ready in the market to pay for software. What do people pay for now? People pay for ops. What do I mean by ops? Think about it. Um, let's say you are attending a class and you miss one class. You want to have notes of that class. What will you do? You'll just talk to your friend who attended that class, copy that notes, and you're good. Will you pay for it? I doubt. But will you pay for a service which goes on behalf of you to every class, take those notes and send to you? That is one burden on top of you, one operation on top of you. So the paying capacity has shifted from software to operations. This is again a fundamental change with the change of models, which is happening from 2025 to 2026. Would probably like to stop here. I mean, this is something which might be a bit hard to understand for a student because operations as a field is not studied really well in India. So over to you, folks. I will probably stop for a minute and like answer any of your questions. If not, we can keep continuing. Okay. So one more thing which changed with this payment strategy. People are no longer, as we discussed, paying for software because they can build it. People, from that same logic, people might not pay for AI systems as well because they can also build it. They are also software in some form, right? But what people are willing to pay for, let's say you are taking $200 cloud subscription, you can do XYZ from that subscription. Now someone says, give me $20 and I can do one of these, say X, at a much more efficient way, right? So people are paying for efficiency for these specifically converting tokens, which we call with all the AI systems, to useful unit of work. So people are paying for token economics, which is a new word which is coming on in the market called tokenomics. This has changed in the market. What additionally has changed, people are paying for responsibility of a specific niche small task. For example, tax filing is a broad spectrum. One small set of this is collecting documents of related tax filing to every company every month or at the point of generation. That's a responsibility. People are paying for responsibility now. Due to all this, what has happened? The focus has shifted to quality because now building is so easy. anyone can go ahead and build anything. So the focus right now should be on quality. The focus right now should be on cost of failures. What if your AI agent fails? What is the disaster they can cause? Can they email an incorrect time to your potential client, or an incorrect cost to your client, or can just do some wrong transaction? This cost of failure is very hard to manage, and is something which we have to think about ways to manage. The cost of failure is one key thing which people are building for. The value of data has increased tremendously because with data you can learn a lot of things. You can get what we call insights about how people are using your product, how people are behaving with their product, what are people liking, what are people disliking, and a lot of those things, and build accordingly. So this data is the key thing on which the future of products is built on. And to get that data, it's not important what you build. The more important thing right now is how do you enter, how do you capture the most in the market. This we call wedge in the terms of VC. The importance of wedge has increased a lot. There is, with all of these things in mind, a new form of software development is emerging where you study all the data wherever your client is using a software, and that study of that data is the core logic or the core insight. From that data you derive what to build, how much to invest. The importance of this data has increased a lot, and this is the observability part which we call it. So the observability is becoming very important, right? We are actually solving this problem for AI systems at Failproof AI. I'm the CTO and the co-founder at Failproof AI, where we where we analyze all the agentic sessions for our customers, figure out how these agentic sessions could be improved, and not just that, if there are some failures, how we can just detect them and stop it. I will stop here. I will not give give more of a monologue. I will I will give you folks to ask questions here. These were the key parameters on which I wanted to talk about at how I see 2026 is going to look for the software and AI and the product development and entrepreneurship era. So to sum it up, getting entry is very important in your client. It's not about what you build. It's more important how do you enter your client. Um, and importance of data has increased very much. Models are becoming more capable. The cost of failure is super high now. And yes, the important thing is taking an ops or some responsibility out of your customer. So yeah, over to you. Open for anything you guys want to talk about on these lines.
Okay, guys. So, with this wonderful summary of what's happening in today's world, so you are also building AI products as an organizer. We have seen your PPTs and everything you want to do. So, if there is something you want to ask him, you can feel free to type that in the question. So, Nivedit, sir, we are having few questions in the chat box. Can you please answer this?
Sure. Yes,
Okay.
so Majid, I think managing this whole price and managing whole, I will not say price, mapping the input cost to the output product or output gain is very important. And there's a concept of tokenomics. All Tokenomics is gaining quite popularity in the industry and it talks about it. So what it means, just like economics, you used to exchange good for value. In tokenomics, you exchange token to drive some value at the end of the day. So yes, this value is somehow linked to cost because of yes your inference, GPU, your electricity and everything involved in the margins, the training, everything. But mapping that to effective output and charging on base of it is very important. So we have to heavily focus on marketing. That's not what I meant. You have to focus heavily on getting into customer. It's not important. It's totally, I would say, to a level it's totally stupid to think what you are building today. But more important, how do you get entry to your client and then keep on building that repeatable motion on top of it. For example, you can build anything. For example, you can build Google Meet, right? Till now, building a competition of Google Meet was very hard because there are network effects involved with Google Meet. But now you can build something else. For example, you can build a smart email client. People will be willing to pay for it. From that email client, you can build Google Meet software back. So the entry point is more important than what you are building. Unfair advantage. I think unfair advantage is not one thing. It's a combination of a lot of things. Right now, our first problem is not to worry about unfair advantage. Our first problem is to worry about how do we get to the first, second, third, and 10th customer. Unfair advantage comes as you will. You will figure that out. It could be either money, it could be either data, it could be either, I don't know, probably your customer relations, political connections. But think about it. Do unfair advantages actually matter? In a short term? Yes. But in long term? I mean, Brits have an unfair advantage on top of us, but still India got independence. So all unfair advantages are breakable. How can I utilize, Lokesh, probably you can explain this much better. How do I, uh, how do enter foreign markets? I mean, you have to solve a genuine problem and reach out to people. There's no, if you are taking an actual pain out of their shoulder, they are willing to pay. There's no issue with that. Indians are never going to pay for AI tools. That's not correct. Indians are paying a lot for AI tools. For Anthropic and OpenAI, India is their most possibly second largest market. Might be it India is the largest market also for dev tools. So that assumption that India is not going to pay is incorrect. Uh, Smaller model versus larger model in highly verifiable domain specific systems. I am more on domain specific. We will generalize, but slowly we'll go back to the domain specific thing. Why? Because simply you would be able to do much better if you train for a specific thing. There is no one thing which you master and make your life easier. An entrepreneur has to do everything. So that's not a one shot thing. You will always be lacking a lot of things. I think to get to the first users, the best answer is you already have your first user. They are your friends, your parents, your chacha, or your family. I don't know. The point is you have to solve a problem which they have. Could be anything. Just ask them in their business or in their shop or whatever they do. Yes, you need to provide value instead of product. In value, also, the best businesses are built which take an ops out. Ops is a continuous process. You just they go ahead and take that ops out. Absolutely minimal MVP is you. Just ask just ask your clients to phone call you whenever they need it and you do it. You don't need to build anything. You are yourself the MVP. Should we focus on Rapid that solve the problem today or build a custom workflow from day one? It's not about Rapper or anything. It's about just solving the problem. It could be solved by you also. It could be solved by someone you are outsourcing. Like for example, we started a recruitment business first, and because there are a lot of consultant in India for recruitment, we was outsourcing and solving that problem to our clients. So it doesn't matter. Again, uh, it doesn't matter if um, they can build it, they will build it. But the point is, you are taking that operation of constantly managing the systems out. If you think you can do it, that's up to you. There is no way to create a goodwill. There is no fixed answer. You have to just be nice with people, help them whatever you can. There is no measure of goodwill, so I cannot answer how do you actually create a goodwill. Cool people. Probably I'm here for some more time. Feel free to keep shooting questions or just unmute yourself and ask whatever you like.
Okay, so in the meantime, you guys are asking question. I would like to ask you, how many of you are participating in BuildX? Can you raise your hands? Okay, so as you all know, like when you are creating a product, it is important the customer reaches you directly, not to a website or product or any link that is looks suspicious. So here in BuildX, we are going to give away 20 free XYZ domain to all. So here is the link you can apply, and yeah, that's all I have to say. So fill out this form. You will be eligible for the giveaway, and we will announce the winner in our WhatsApp channel. So stay tuned and also join us. Here is the link of the WhatsApp channel, guys. Nivedit sir, Vignesh has asked one question. If users are not responding during the validation stage, is that a marketing problem or outreach problem or a
This
sign that problem?
this is the problem. This could be anything. You might not be reaching the correct user. You might the way you are reaching might be incorrect. The way the for what you are reaching might also be incorrect. So it could be anything. There's no fixed answer to that. I see few hands up. If you folks want to ask something,
I think it was probably when I asked how many of them are participating.
cool.
So yeah.
Cool, folks. I think that is all I have to say. You can always reach out to me LinkedIn or X, and yeah, happy to help. If you folks have any questions, just reach out.
So can you share your LinkedIn URL in the chat box so people will follow?
Yeah, sure. Just give me a minute.
Okay.
I have just dropped in the chat. Okay, one last question. If we, okay, sir, if any is important, then how we can get our safe from copycats? The copycats will always come. You have to just be faithful. You have to just be the best for your customers. If you were graduating as a student, would you join a legacy tech company or fast growing? East I will start building a product. I will start building immediately. That's what I did also. Uh, cool. Thank you, folks, for having me. Fun talking to all of you. See you
Thank you for
soon.
joining.
All the best for your projects. Thank you. Bye bye.
So, guys, if you are interested, we will be hosting more sessions. So, stay tuned. Join our WhatsApp channel. You will be getting all the notification updates about the leaderboards, everything here. So, also, if you guys have any more question for him, you can directly reach out to his LinkedIn. The link is given in the chat box. We also be providing you the LinkedIn if you want in the builder base. So raise your queries and we will be happy to help you guys. Okay, so that's all for this session. Thank you guys for joining and see you in the next one. Bye. Good night. Have a great day.